What up, though? It's Terrell with Socialite, and we back with a quick one today. For real this time. And if you're new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure to like the video because that really helps this channel grow. It keeps this information coming out. So if you could take a second to just hit that like button, subscribe button, and the bell next to the subscribe button, that would make a hell of a difference for me. It's crazy to me that a lot of y'all don't do it because it literally takes no effort at all. This video we're going to be talking about options trading, or what I like to call fast money. This one is specifically for those who are into fast money or people that's into like gambling, sports betting, anything like that. This goes along the lines of that. I specifically say fuck all that shit. I don't fuck with no type of gambling besides this method, which is options. I say that because you can apply real world knowledge to options, and you can apply the trends and just the things that you see to other types of things that I talked about, especially in my last video. You want to check that out. But those things really apply to options. It can make or break them, and it can be the difference between thousands of dollars immediately upon one day, perhaps, you know? But yeah, I'm gonna walk y'all through how to perform your first call option. All right, let me start with an example. So we're gonna open up Robinhood, and I'm gonna choose Sundial Growers for the purpose of this call option. So say that I predict, that weed is gonna be federally legal everywhere across the US. So with that knowledge in mind, I would wanna do a call option on a marijuana stock because that type of news will impact the price dramatically. So what you wanna do, you wanna hit trade and go to trade options. It shows up there, and if it doesn't show up there for you, you're going to want to go to your settings and account information and update your investment profile. And this is going to make it look like you're a more advanced investor because they typically want inexperienced people to stay away from options. So if you update this to a certain extent, it's going to automatically unlock options for you or advanced options trading for you. So definitely be on the lookout for that. All right, but back to Sundial. So once we go in here, say I don't see this happening until next fall. So I'm going to select October 15th. And then you can see the strike prices for the call. So say that I think it's going to go to something like $10 and I want to do a $1 call. I'm going to click on that. And once you get here, the contracts, these are what you're going to be buying, which is the option to get these shares by a certain time frame. So for here, if I put 1, that's going to give me the right to buy 100 shares of this stock at $1 by October 15th. And you can see the limit price. The limit price is set around 30 cents, which means you'll be paying $30 for the contract for one. So say I want to do 10 contracts, which will give me the right to buy 1,000 shares at $1. That's going to be $300 instead of 30 because I multiplied that by 10. But for the purpose of this one, we're going to use 1. So you put in the limit price and then it's going to execute that for you. But the downsides of options is that if the price doesn't go above the strike price or the number that you chose, then the option is going to expire worthless, which means you're going to lose the $30 that you put up for the right to do this. And then say if it goes up tremendously way before the October 15th date, then you can exercise that option or sell it early for whatever price is worth. The price can go up 10-fold, 100-fold, depending on what the price of the stock went up to. So it's directly proportionate to the performance of the stock. And then the inverse to that is puts, which I'm going to do a separate video about. All right, let me go back a second. So say on October 15th let's say before October 15th, Sundial goes up to $10 and you already bought 1 contract for 100 shares for that day. If it went up to $10, hypothetically speaking, you would own the right to buy 100 shares at $1, even if it's worth $10 now. So that's how the money starts to add up really quick. You would pay $30 for the opportunity to buy 100 shares. And if it went to $10, those 100 shares that you paid $30 for, which is $130 total, will be worth $1,000, and you only paid $30 for the right to get that, if you get what I'm saying. And let's say the time comes for you to buy those 100 shares and you don't even have the money or the buying power to purchase them. You could then sell that call to someone else. Here, let me show you how to do it. So instead of a buy call, right up here, you will press sell call. And then you will be able to go in and type in, you know, one call for $30, and you could sell your call, which would get you your $30 back, or you will get the price of whatever it's worth. Because if the stock goes up like crazy, then the value of that option you purchase is going to be worth a lot more as well. And you could just sell that value outright without ever having to buy the shares in the first place. And say that by the time that date comes in, if the stock is still under $1, then you would just lose the collateral that you put up, which is the $30 that you use for that one contract. That's all you would lose. But yeah, this is how people get to the real fast money when it comes to stocks. Obviously, you can buy multiple contracts or spend that money on options that are a lot more risky, but it can pay off a lot more in the long run. So definitely, if you got a feeling or if you know something's about to blow up, don't be scared to place a little option on it. It might, you feel me, do its thing for you. But options can be very risky, so beware of that. And due to the volatility of the market right now, your whole investment could turn up like crazy or it could disappear in a matter of one day. So definitely beware of that. But yeah, if you enjoyed the video or if you learned something new, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for me. But thanks for watching. I'm out.